Hello. This video we're talking about stress and your resilience and how that can impact your wellness. So I want to start off with a verse. It says, "Cast your cares on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." So hold on to that concept as we talk about stress and your resilience today. So the World Health Organization, they define stress as a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Stress is a natural human response, and that prompts us to address challenges and threats to our lives. So we don't want to get rid of all stress. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. That's normal. The way we respond to stress, however, can make a big difference in your well-being. So let's talk about how it actually impacts you. Stress can affect both the mind and the body. So a little bit of stress, like I said, it's good. It can help you in a lot of ways. But too much stress can have a big impact on both your physical and your mental health. So learning how to cope with stress can help us feel less overwhelmed, and it can support our mental and physical well-being. And one thing to think about is that stress can actually lower your self-confidence. It can really bring your emotional well-being down and can affect a lot of lifestyle factors like how much you exercise, what you eat, and how you respond to situations. So how do you know if you're stressed? Sometimes we say, oh yeah, I'm stressed, but what does that look like? It can make us hard to relax. We can come with a lot of different emotions, which can be stress-related anxiety or irritability. And when we're stressed, we frequently are gonna have a really hard time concentrating. We may have headaches, body aches, upset stomach, trouble sleeping. We may eat a lot more than normal or a lot less. Chronic stress can worsen other things maybe you already have going on, and it can make it harder to manage those conditions. And sometimes people even use substances to manage their stress, like alcohol or tobacco. Stressful situations, they can cause or exacerbate mental health conditions that you may already have. Usually that's anxiety or depression that we're going to see the most, but it can be other things, and it may get you to the point where you were doing okay, but now you feel like you need some extra help. And when we already have a mental health condition, stress that's persistent can not only affect that condition, but how much it affects every day and how you function every day. So what do you do about it? Well, learn stress management. So you can set some stress management goals, and that's what we want to give you a little bit today. We want to equip you with some strategies that are practical to help you cope with stress. Even just a few minutes a day. A lot of times we feel like we don't have time to do anything. Just set aside a couple minutes to practice some of these strategies. So one is finding a routine. Even if it's just maybe your morning routine, your lunch routine, your bedtime routine, just find a little pocket of your day to make a routine. A routine the whole day is great if you can do that, but if you can't, that's okay. Start small. Make sure you get a lot of sleep. Sleep is one of God's ways that He restores our body. He made our bodies wonderful and amazing, and we can recharge ourselves with sleep. So make sure you dedicate time to sleep. Have a good sleep schedule. Be consistent with getting sleep. Try to be really careful to not use TVs and phones, electronic devices within like about an hour before you go to bed. Avoid large meals or caffeine later in the day because it can be hard to go to sleep with that in our belly. And make sure you get some exercise because that will help you sleep better as well. So on the subject of food, we can eat a lot more or a lot less when we're stressed, but it's not usually healthy choices. Most of us aren't reaching for the carrots or the apple slices when we're stressed. But really try to build in good, healthy eating habits. Again, start small. Maybe you make sure you have a healthy breakfast every day. Maybe you have a healthy lunch every day. Start there and build on those habits. Take some time, get outside. You can see we're outside now. Sunshine, fresh air, movement, all of those do wonderful things for your body. So even if it's just you walk further in the parking lot, or you walk a little bit after a meal, take some time to fit in some exercise. And be really careful about negative input. Social media, news, all those things can really affect us, and we don't realize that we're taking on that stress. So make sure you are really intentional about what you consume. So I want you to focus on self-awareness. These are your takeaways. Check in with yourself. See how you're feeling. Talk to your friends. Set us a plan for yourself to try some of these strategies and say, what are my strengths? what can I build on to manage my stress? So I want to leave you with Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So turn this over to God, and he will help you manage your stress.